Hi everyone, my name is Diana Rivera and my technology integrated lesson is designed for first grade and it is covering print concepts. With this lesson, students would learn the proper use of punctuation like question marks, periods, exclamation marks, and when to capitalize. The objective of this lesson is for students to demonstrate an understanding of the organization and basic features of print. So after this lesson, students should be able to distinguish the features of like when students need to capitalize, when we use a period, when we use exclamation mark or question mark. The standard that we are meeting is under reading and foundational skills. Print concepts. 1.1 states demonstrate understanding of the organization and basic features of print and recognize the distinguishing features of a sentence. For example, first word, capitalization, and ending punctuation. This lesson will start as a whole group and then students will be working individually. I would start my lesson with a periodic presentation where I would go over print concepts. I would go over when we capitalize, when we use exclamation marks, periods, and question marks, making sure we cover all the guidelines and when to use what. Now, Periodic has a great add-ons that I would incorporate in my lesson to get students involved. For example, asking if a sentence was written correctly, like this. Then having the students answer if it's true or false. I would also have them do an activity where they would match sentences to their correct punctuation, like this. Then as a whole class, go over each individual question and the correct punctuation. After the periodic presentation, then what I would do is have the students log on to quizzes. Obviously, I would provide them with a game code so they can take a quiz, and I can also evaluate to see if they're really grasping the whole concept of when and where to use what. Now, after students have taken the quiz on quizzes, then with that I can take that information and see if students are understanding when to use proper punctuation. So with that assessment, I can see if the student can move on to further punctuation, or if I have to go over this whole presentation again. What I like about Periodic is that I can do it as a whole class, but if I do see students that are struggling, then I can use it individually in small groups, and I can use the same presentation and maybe just go do a one-on-one with the student that's having trouble or difficulty with the whole concept. Now for this lesson, what would be needed is computers, Chromebooks with internet access, so they can access both the quiz and the periodic presentation, so they are able to interact throughout the presentation.